Welcome to Start That Business podcast, where I help Christian moms working a corporate job launch their first coaching or consulting business from scratch in 12 weeks without quitting their jobs yet. If that sounds like you, you're in the right place. My name is Chichi Ukomadu. I am a Jesus follower, an entrepreneur, a mom of 3, and a Christian business coach. In the last 2 episodes, we covered clarity and strategy in our 5 steps to go from corporate job to thriving business. So you have identified your business vision. Hopefully you have launched your minimum viable product or your minimum viable business, aka your lemonade stand. Now, once you have proven your business idea with 10 customers, it's time to build the full kitchen, if I might call it that, the back office of your business so that you can serve many more customers. In today's episode, we're diving into 5 steps to go from corporate job to thriving business. And we're looking at step 3, which is business design. So think of your MVP as your lemonade stand. You have launched your lemonade stand. Now it's time to build the kitchen of your restaurant so that you can serve even more people. Pop in those earbuds and let's get started. I've had the privilege of working one-on-one with Chichi, and the one thing I know about her is that she loves to see women build successful businesses. She loves to see us following through and accomplishing the goals that we have spoken about. She's a problem solver. The enthusiasm you hear in the podcast is the same enthusiasm you get when you work one-on-one. Wow, that is a testimonial I just read from one of my past clients, Transformed by O. By the way, if you're unclear on what you need to do to go from a corporate job to a thriving business, I invite you to take the first step to get clarity. Go to fromjobtobusiness.com and book your transition clarity call so you can get clarity to begin your journey. In just 60 minutes, you will leave with clarity, confidence, and concrete next steps, no matter where you are right now. Your transition clarity call is customized to where you are on your transition journey. All right, in episode 121 and episode 122, we looked at step 1 of going from a corporate job to a thriving business. And we also looked at step 2. So step 1 was transition clarity. This is where we go and spy out the land, like the 12 spies that Moses sent to the promised land, which was Canaan. And when they were going, he asked them questions. He said, I need to get clarity. So these are the questions I need you to bring answers to when you are coming back. And they went on what I call a clarity mission. And by the time they came back, they brought answers to the question. So that's exactly what happens on the transition clarity call when you book with me and you go to fromjobtobusiness.com. Once they got clarity, or once you have gotten clarity, the next step is transition strategy. This is where you take the clarity you've received and you design and launch what I call your lemonade stand, which the spies, they also did a similar thing. So they had the same strategy. They went into the promised land and they brought back grapes, they brought back fruits. They were able to bring back evidence that this land actually exists. There are people living there. So your lemonade stand is similar. You're creating the smallest version of the solution to the problem that your ideal customer has, and you are launching this small version of the problem, and you are serving at least 10 customers so that you can gather evidence of what works, what doesn't work, so that you can now use that to create your full kitchen, which is what we're going to talk about on today's episode. So now that you have gotten clarity, you've gotten your strategy, Hopefully, you have launched your MVP and you have sold it to at least 10 customers. You are ready to create your business. I call it the kitchen of your business. And that is the third step in this transition journey. It's called the business design. So I want you to think of your business design as the stage where you go all in and you create the key behind the scenes aspect of your business. So think about a restaurant. A restaurant is probably divided into two main areas. You have the kitchen, which is the back office of the restaurant, and you have the main dining area where the customers sit to place their orders and eat and all of that. So in the business design step, you are focusing on creating your back office. You're focusing on creating the right structure and systems that will help you serve more than 10 customers. So in this step, the key focus here, like I said, is to create. When I say create, think about designing and building. So you're designing and you're building out the back office of your business, the kitchen of your business. You're designing the part of your business that customers might never see. So, but this is where all the magic happens. So think about a restaurant. You don't see the kitchen, but that's where all the magic happens. That's where the food is prepared. That's where the food is plated. And from there, your server will carry the food from the back to the front to bring it to you and you enjoy your meal. So without the proper systems and structure in place, you will burn out while trying to serve everyone personally. So that is why this step is critical, to build out the back office of your business so that you are equipped to be able to serve beyond 10 customers. So this is the phase that a lot of people don't see. Your customers will not see this, but for them to experience what they need from you, which is the solution you're offering, you need to take the time to build this back office. The extent to your intentionality in building your back office translates to the customer experience, or the experience your customers will get working with you. So you want to take time to build. And we see this same principle with the Israelites. So after the Israelites entered the promised land in the book of Joshua, you notice that they did not just set up tents. They went from living in tents to now building cities, establishing systems, creating sustainable communities so that they could continue to thrive as a people group. Your business needs the same level of intentional design so that you can serve the people God is sending to you effectively. Now, one of the key activities that happens in this step of business design is designing and building what I call your 5 business essentials. So these are the essential things you need to have in your back office. Now, as you grow and scale, you can add more to your back office, but to launch, I'm always about simplicity. What is the least I need to do to launch so that I can get it out there? Then I can add more to it and grow from there. So these 5 essentials, the first one is what I call your legal and financial foundation. The second one is your core offer and pricing. The third is your customer experience. The fourth is your payment and administrative systems. And the fifth is your service delivery systems and your SOPs. So these are the 5 business essentials that you will be designing and building in this step of business design. And as you are building this out, you also make sure that you keep running your MVP to keep learning. So remember the MVP you launched in step 2? You are not going to stop doing that. You will continue running that as you continue to build out your business design. So think about it like you're building a house. When you're building a house, you have where you're currently living. So you don't leave where you're currently living and move into the house that you're building. You have a place you're currently living, and you have the house you're building, and you keep building that house while you're living where you're currently living. So it's the same concept. So as you build your 5 essentials of your back office for your business, keep running your MVP and keep learning so that you can incorporate what you're learning into your business design that you are working on. And by the way, if you're feeling overwhelmed by just these 5 business essentials I mentioned, or you want to fast track your business design step, I invite you to go to fromjobtobusiness.com and book your transition clarity call so we can go from overwhelm to building a sustainable business design that serves more than 10 customers. Your transition clarity call is customized to where you are on your transition journey. All right, what is the key results you can expect from this step? Now, once you're done building the 5 essentials of your business back office, the key results you can expect from here is a fully functional back end that makes your business real and sustainable. Now, the key word here is sustainable because we don't want to build something that will burn us out. We don't want to start a business that is not designed properly to support our growth. So the key result you get from spending time to intentionally build your back office is that you get a fully operational back office that helps you grow a sustainable business. So think about your business legally registered, your accounting set up, you've created your offer and your pricing, you have your CRM set up, your payment methods are set up, your tax management system is set up, your workflows, your projects, everything you need to consistently deliver on your services is set up. So that is what success looks like when you're done in this step. And that is the key result you get from this step. All right, let's recap real quick. So this is the 3rd step where you go from the lemonade stand you launched to building out your full-fledged business kitchen, if I would call it that. This is where you build out your 5 essentials. I call them the 5 business essentials. This is your legal and accounting foundation. You're building your core offer and your pricing, your customer experience, your payment and administrative systems, your service delivery systems, and your SOP. So for this week, your challenge this week is, as long as you've gone through clarity and you have launched your MVP, I challenge you to start with your legal and financial setup. Let's start building out the kitchen. Let's start building the back office of your business. Now, if you have not done step 1 and 2, coming to step 3, it might be a little bit overwhelming. I encourage you to go back and start with clarity, launch your lemonade stand, and build it out from there. But if you have been in the lemonade stand step for the past 1 year, I challenge you to take it up a notch. Take it to the next level. Let's get the legal setup. Let's get the financial setup. Then move to creating your core offer, your pricing. Then move to putting your customer experience systems in place. Then you move to the other items on your 5 business essentials. So wherever you are on the spectrum, I want you to challenge yourself to move to that next level so that you can get your full back office set up for your business. If you need to find a professional, maybe an attorney, an accountant, if you need help, you can always seek the help you need to help you complete this step. Remember, you are not alone in this process. You don't have to figure it all out by yourself. If you're feeling overwhelmed or you want to fast track this process of creating your business design, your transition clarity call is a great place to start. Now, maybe you've already launched your lemonade stand and you want to skip the clarity call and go straight into building your business design, I invite you to go to fromjobtobusiness.com and you can book a transition clarity call that will be customized to where you are on your transition journey. So for you, it will be that you have launched your lemonade stand, and we will continue from there to help you launch or to help you build out your business design. So regardless of where you are on your journey, go to fromjobtobusiness.com, book a transition clarity call, and that call will be customized to where you are exactly on your transition journey. I want you to remember this. You're building something that will serve God's people for years to come. So I want you to take time to build it right and build it in such a way that it serves you and it also serves the people God has called you to serve. In the next episode, we're going to explore opening the doors. Now we've gotten clarity, we've launched our lemonade stand, we've gone ahead to build our full kitchen. Now we're ready to open our doors and launch this business for real. So stay tuned for step 4 next week. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I pray it made you feel seen, taught you something new, and encouraged you to take action. If so, would you please share this episode with someone in your world who needs help to transition from a corporate job to a thriving business? If today's episode resonated with you and you're ready to move from wondering to doing, I invite you to go to fromjobtobusiness.com to book your transition clarity call today. In just 60 minutes, you will get clarity from where you are now to where God is calling you to be in your business. You will leave with confidence and concrete next steps. Lastly, it will be a huge blessing to me if you could leave a review for this podcast on Apple Podcasts or the podcast app you are using to listen. This is the number one way I know you are getting value from the podcast. Until next time, always remember your expertise is needed, your calling is real, and I'm here to help you make it happen. So keep listening for more episodes. I'll meet you here next week.